U Street in Washington, D.C., the historic epicenter of African-American culture through the first half of the 20th century and into the 1960s. Dubbed Black Broadway, the corridor was a hub of Black-owned business and entertainment, contributing to D.C.'s moniker, Chocolate City. Now, though, the area is majority white as gentrification has taken hold. It's a microcosm of the national picture, according to the Brookings Institution. Black Americans represent just 2.7% of U.S. employers, even though they make up 14.4% of the population. White Americans, by comparison, own 82% of employer businesses and account for 72.5% of the population. Back on U Street, Lee's Flower Shop is holding on to its roots. Established in 1945, it's been family-owned for 3 generations, founded by William and Winifred Lee. Current owners and sisters, Christy and Stacy, are rare beacons of generational wealth in the African-American community due to the foresight of their grandparents who bought the building in 1968.
It feels good to be able to stay on U Street, and that's why we're so grateful that they had the foresight to buy this building, because if not, we probably wouldn't be able to still be here, because we wouldn't have been able to afford rent, the market value rent, and keep the business afloat.
Lee's Flower Shop survived riots after the 1968 assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., the drug wars of the 1980s, and the disruption of metro subway construction in the 1980s. Lee's Flower Shop is one of the last bastions of historic Black-owned businesses in the area. The sisters took over ownership from their father, Richard Lee, when he decided to retire in 2012, giving them the option to buy him out.
At the time, it was worth $100,000, and we just, we did a note, and we did everything. The accountant helped us draw up the papers, and we got the shares, and that's how we did it. And we've already finished paying for the business. It's been.
Stacy and Christy worked in the shop as children. While Stacy started working full-time at the shop after graduating college, Christy worked in corporate America for 15 years before joining her sister.
One of our favorite flowers is the Gerber daisy, and this is the Gerbers. They're really vibrant, pretty. A lot of young people love Gerber daisies.
They all gorgeous. Yeah. Some flowers don't have a smell, I don't think Gerbers really have. Right. But some people smell it, like I said, they may not have a pungent smell, but once they get in your home and they get into the room temperature, then they say, oh, it smells so good.
Working together, they steered Lee's Flower Shop through the pandemic.
Not only was it the coronavirus, we also had in the same time the social justice movement that happened when George Floyd got killed. That kind of partnered with the coronavirus and made us blow out, our numbers just blew out of the water. We just got inundated with orders because people wanted to support Black businesses. People were unfortunately passing away. They still needed flowers. People were sick. People had birthdays that they couldn't celebrate. They wanted flowers. So we felt like we were an essential business.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, take care.
While Lee's Flower Shop is still thriving, most Black businesses here have not fared as well, as small business owners in the area are priced out. Black women-owned businesses accounted for only 1.1% of employer business in 2021. Despite some expansion in this demographic, the Brookings report concludes that at the current growth rate, Black-owned businesses won't reach parity with their population share for another 80 years. Poppie and Mphuthing, CGTN, Washington.